when pressure begins to build called life. Because life is going to bring you ups and downs and mountains and valleys. And I'm sure some of you in here, your backstory is full of ups and downs and good days and bad days. I bet some of you in here, your backstory is full of a lot more difficulties and some traumas and some things it's hard for others to comprehend. And for some of you, it hasn't been the roughest or the most difficult, but yet still at times, you still find this void of you wanting to belong and where do you fit in? Life is about these ups and these downs, and it's about pressure and insecurities and just challenges. The challenge for you and me is, what will we do with the pressure that we're in? Will we allow the pressure to bust the pipe, or will we step into uncomfortable, step into our story, and to realize the pressure, the challenge, the difficult situation, if I grab a hold of it and take control of what I can control, which is me and my reaction and how I respond, that pressure can become something valuable like a diamond.
The only way you can turn the corner in your life is to own your smack. In other words, everything in your life is your fault. If you don't, you will underperform all your life because of these excuses. And before you know it, you would have justified being average. You would have justified being stuck.
I want you to look in the mirror, young kings and queens, today. If you're growing up with nothing and you're growing up without, I want you to look in the mirror and I want you to say these words. I want you to say that I am royalty. I am more of my generational curses. You're going to have to be phenomenal in everything you do, because everyone in the world is chasing greatness. And what do you do when a man is going 100 miles per hour and you haven't even started the engine yet? The best gifts come from the bottom. I want to give our last name a legacy that will be remembered forever. See, this type of greatness I'm talking about when I die, they can't even fit another body in the church. Because what I gave the world.
The one thing that you must understand is that you don't get any do-overs. Once your day ends, that's it. So what action do you need to commit to taking today?
How long are we going to talk about it? How long are we going to dream about it? How long are we going to fantasize about it? How long? You tell me.
It takes grit. It takes sacrifice. It takes time and energy. It takes extreme focus.
Go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Go get it. I want to be that voice for you to stop dreaming and start chasing, start pursuing. But most importantly, you gotta come.
Everything I ever dreamed of lives in the sky, and I must jump every single day to go reclaim what's mine.
So I'm challenging you to take action with the resources that you have right now.
You see, many of us believe that just because our father was a drug dealer and our uncle was a drug dealer, that is our life, that is our forever. But I want you to know something. That is only a lesson to show us to be something more than what they thought we could be. You see, when a family tree is dying, all you have to do is take care of the roots. And if the roots is too dead to bring the tree back alive, you plant another one.
Too often you have a dream of creating this or getting involved with there, but at the end of the day, sometimes this fear of, will I fail? Will I be accepted? Will I make it? Will I achieve it? The challenge is learning to punch that fear, that threshold right in its mouth. And I'm not promoting violence, but I'm talking about the fear of that voice in the back of your head that makes you think that you can't. And you know what? Maybe you'll make a mistake, but you're failing forward. The thing that we have to continue to passionately, uncompromisably not give in on is the fact that I'm not staying stagnant. I'm moving forward, because what I feed will grow and what I starve will die.
We got a lot of lions out there in those neighborhoods, drug dealers, killers, whatever you want to call yourself. And I want you to know, King, you special. You misguided, but you special. I know you grew up without a father and your mother left you and nobody ever loved you and nobody ever told you you can be anything and you believe it. But I want to tell you this, that you are phenomenal. You are a king. You come from royal blood. You stand on the tip-top of the pyramids. You are royalty, king. You are a light. You are a star. The question is, do you believe?
And so for me, what I caught from my dad when I was a kid, it was his coping mechanisms, you know, like I always say, it was the fake face, it was the fake smile. It was acting like everything's good on the surface, but when I was alone and I was looking in the mirror, man, I was struggling, but I was silent. I was screaming, but I was quiet. In that thought pattern, pressure began to bust and break pipes in my life. See, pressure, like I always say, it can create diamonds, or it can bust a pipe.
I don't care what your salary is. I don't care what your title is. Dominate where you are right now so you can get in position to get promoted. Stop justifying. Stop making excuses and dominate where you are right now. You got to set goals that create pressure. Stop wasting your time making excuses and blaming other people. You need to set goals and pursue them. But you got to set goals and create pressure and get some support until you get there. And the worst thing you can do is let yourself off the hook. And that's what excuses do. You let yourself off the hook when you set a goal, when you have a dream, when you have a vision. Don't you ever let yourself off the hook.
This means you gotta work. This means you have to grind when they sleep. You gotta grind when they won't. You gotta grind when you do not feel like it. And it's in all areas in life. School, sports, your religion. Consistency is the tunnel to greatness. Consistency will turn an ordinary man into something he never thought he could be.
You know, my dad would say, go get it, son, go get it. Be sweet, baby, be sweet, go get it. Go get it, be sweet, baby, go get it. Go get it, be sweet, baby. Go get it, be sweet, baby. Every time I left the house, my mom would say, be sweet, baby, be sweet. My dad would say, go get it, son, go get it. Go get it, son, go get it, be sweet, go get it, be sweet, go get it, be sweet, go get it, be sweet. My family had two core values. Go get it, son. Be sweet, baby.
Let the world know your name. King and queen.
Do you have the strength and the wisdom to push forward? It's difficult for many of us. It's hard to let go when you work so hard to get what you have gotten along the way. But here we are. We must understand within ourselves that every challenge requires focus, requires faith, requires dedication and discipline. There's no reason for you to be down on yourself. There's no reason for you to feel sad about yourself. In reality, we are so much more. So keep looking up and know there are going to be many days that you will have to face things that are not going to be what you want it to be. There are going to be many days when you just don't feel you have the strength to carry on. There are going to be many days when you just want to give up. but you know that you cannot. All you want to do is complain about it, crying about it, wondering about it, hoping that somebody will jump on that misery train with you and take a ride. And all you got to do is just say, not today. Complaining? Nah, I'm planning. I'm planning for the attack. I'm planning to do better. I'm planning to go up. Planning to do what's right for me. This is another chapter in your life. This is another testimony that you will share. That you will let others know that, yes, I've been knocked down, but when I got down, I knew what I had to do to get back up again. I had to believe. I had to have faith. And I had to trust again. Let it be known that you are the best. And the best knows, believes, and trusts that they will get up again. This is the time to understand what you are dealing with, what you are facing, what you must do to move forward again and do you. You can't change people. You can't make people do what you want them to do. Everybody's not going to listen to you. Everybody doesn't want what you want. So we can complain all we want. Sometimes we just got to stay in our lane and go our own way. But as long as you have a beating heart and your lungs are functioning and your eyes are open, you will get back up again. You will press on and you will live strong. And you will fight until there's nothing else left to fight for. And just keep it moving. Your business, it's work. Your life, it's work. Your purpose, it's work. Escape. Find a place that no one else can find you. Be the best of yourself and never give up. Find a place within yourself that no one else can touch. Find a place of peace and harmony. Be able to recognize your purpose. Be able to believe once again in you. When no one else believes in you, be the person that believes in you yourself. No one deserves to take that happiness from you. Don't give people that much power. Don't give negative energy that much power. The best never quits. The best knows how to get back up and rise again. The best doesn't stay on the ground for too long, because the best understands that even though you're down, you must have the capabilities to get up. Work, effort, purpose, will. This is what is needed. This is how you get through it. But if you got a bunch of negative noise surrounding you, if you got a bunch of negative things happening around you, you'll never be able to see the promised land. You'll never be able to see the truth within yourself. Something knocked you down. Something held you back. Why did this happen? Was it supposed to happen? Why did you have to go through this particular fallback when you work so hard? Well, I'm here to let you know the best, sometimes they do fall. But as long as you have a beating heart and your lungs are functioning and your eyes are open, you will get back up again. Believe in yourself. Work towards the greatness that you have within you. Look up and see your true potential. See what you are capable of. Know what you are capable of. Fight for what you are capable of. This is the fight of your life. And you have to work. You have to trust it. You have to stand on it. You will not bow down. You will not give up. You will work. You will push. And you will give everything that you have for today and for the rest of your life. Be productive. Be strong. And from the bottom of my heart, conduct your business.
I'm the best ever. There's no one that can match me. I'm the most brutal and most vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been.
They're gonna fear me. You have to be the champion before you become the champion, so that means lifestyle. You have to be him before you become him. You gotta be him before you become him. That's how it starts. You look at somebody, I wanna be like him. You don't say, hey, I'm a bad motherfucker. I want to fight everybody out here. Nobody's going to kick my ass. You see somebody and say, hey, I might want to do that.
Well, greatness is when you make your delusions your reality. Nothing's impossible for somebody who's going to try. If you're going to try, it's capable of being done.
But you'd fight Tyson Fury.
Yeah, I'll fight a lion if the price is right. My whole objective is your total surrender, your total domination. I'm gonna destroy you.
That's why Rogan said when he watched you, you were intimidating. Your rage is a very unique rage.
Well, that's their fault to be intimidated. How you gonna let somebody scare you for something you worked for?
I respect the person who's willing to die for what he truly wants. Ali had the will to win like nobody that ever lived in boxing. Then he believed he projected to his opponent. Really look at how does Ali beat George Foreman? How does Ali beat Sonny Liston? How did he beat these guys? How did he even beat Joe Frazier? Fighting the way he fights. He beat them because he refused to lose.
But we have to believe that we're divine and that we learn from our experience, because confidence breeds success and success breeds confidence. They go hand in hand. You have to know who you are first. You know who you are. I know who I am. People say they're great all the time, you're this, you're that. Whatever they say, I know who I am. Without self-love, you're nothing. Because self-love is discipline. And discipline is doing what you hate to do, but do it like you love it.
I never wanted to be obscure. I was born in obscurity and I never wanted to deal with that again. I'm invincible, I'm a savage, I'm ferocious. I'm the smartest savage. I knew I wasn't going to die before I became champ. When this is over, everybody's going to know my name.
Did you ever fight somebody that you were like, that they got you? Was there ever a kid that got you or no?
Absolutely. In order to be good, you have to lose it and understand loss. Because loss is life. Adversity make the strong stronger or the weak weaker.
– 11, 12, 13, what happens next? So
Get arrested, and I see Muhammad Ali come to visit the institution that I'm in.
You said you're in jail and Ali shows up?
I'm 12 years old and Ali comes there and they showed the movie The Greatest first, so this is 77. And after the movie's over, the lights come up and Ali comes in. And I see him, I wow, I want to be just like him. I don't know how it happened, the spirit hit me, boom, I want to be like him. And then I get transferred to this other facility, you know, for real bad kids. I met a gentleman there that was a boxer and he used to teach me how to box. So he took me to a great trainer named Customato, and that's why I'm here.
I respected Ali and I worshiped Ali. Yeah, this is the moment I knew I wanted to be a fighter.
Unfreaking believable story. So your inspiration happened at 12 years old.
Yeah.
Then you meet Cus.
Yes.
How was Cus treating you? What was his way of leading you?
It's a degree of just peeling all that dirt and stuff, that insecurity, and developing into character. And that's why I had a wonderful time with him, because everything about his life was about me. And this world is one big school, and we're the students of this world. The mind is always hungry. The mind wants to do good, but we get so many negative thoughts in our mind, it's almost overwhelming to be positive. Listen, I've been down and up, broken up, and why am I still here? Because life is going to give everybody a bad hand. No one's going to leave here without being tried in life.
So inspiration. So is that what got you to be willing to be disciplined to get what you want, like to become a champion? At 14 years old, I'm willing to do everything it takes to be a champion?
Absolutely. And then I had Cus over there telling me why should he have it? That's one thing I never had in my life, because I always got picked on and I never had jealousy or enviness about anything. And Cus possessed that, you know, and he was telling me, why should he have all that money and you don't? Why do you believe that he's better than you? Why do you think he should have all that money and you don't? And he was really serious about it. And that was the competition shit. That's it right there, breathing that stuff right in. Why should he have it and he's not better than you?
How did you handle that when he told you that at 14? Would it piss you off? Were you like, I'm gonna go train to whoop his ass? And
No,
you get there one day, what was your response to it?
He said one day, this guy knew how to really get in my head. He said, man, you're fighting good, but I wish you were bigger. He said, I wish you were like Kenny Norton, Mike Weaver, because they had big bodies and they could intimidate somebody. And that hurt my feelings. I make sure the whole world would be afraid of me.
He trained me to be totally ferocious in the ring and out.
Yeah, and that's what I was. That's what I was, yeah.
Push yourself more. You push yourself when you sometimes you have to submit to yourself.
I'm doing everything. And first thing in the morning, 3 in the morning, you do your 4 miles, come back in.
3 in the morning?
Yeah. Do your 4 miles, come back in, do your body exercise and all that stuff. After that, I go downstairs, eat breakfast, go to the school, come back from school, eat my dinner, go back to the gym at 6 o'clock, train, come back at 8 o'clock, watch fights, start all over again. Everybody here is gonna fight for what they love for. Even if they never had a fist fight in their life, they're gonna fight. Listen, once I'm involved in something, I wanna know the beginning of it. I wanna know where it came from, how it was started, who's the first guy that invented it. That's just how my mind works.
How could you guys even dare fight me? How dare you even think that you could beat me?
And you sound like a mathematician when you're talking about the art of boxing.
I was born for it.
There's nothing I would do unless I have a possibility of being humiliated. Because when I succeed, I truly succeed. I was bred to climb high and high into the sky and tumble down. I am truly grateful that I found my wings before I hit the ground.
You will not stop me. I will keep going.
With the 5th pick in the 2003 NBA draft, the Miami Heat select Dwayne Wade from Marquette University.
And I think he's right at that next level. There's really not a lot he can't do.
Do you want to be great?
I think he could be a multiple all-star.
If you want to be great, this is what you do.
A three-time NBA champion, a 13-time all-star. Here's Dwayne Wade.
You're going to be great. And if you are great, even if you're good, you got to work hard at it. All my brothers and I did was eat, sleep, talk, think, and dream basketball. It was my obsession. Michael Jordan didn't understand the impact he made on me just by being himself, or just by, speaking out on certain things, or facing the media at the bad game, or whatever it was. I looked at it all, but I just wanted to be like that guy. Nothing is accomplished without hard work. The saying is, stay ready, so you don't have to get ready. Yeah. But you show up every day. I'm on this stage because my beliefs have always been stronger than anyone's doubt.
They questioned his shooting.
There was a real question mark whether he handled the ball well enough.
It's never about your setbacks. It's how you respond. The blows you take are fuel. The limitations people put on you are actually inspiration.
I'm curious, what is your most proud moment?
Getting drafted, because that was the moment that showed me I can do anything.
Dwayne Wade from Marquette.
I worked hard just to get drafted. Because once I got drafted, then it really started.
It's a place where I feel I belong.
That moment for me will forever go down in history because I can do anything.
Wow, okay, I did all I can. Just wait and see what happens.
The goal is, every day, is to put one foot in front of the next. No matter how hard yesterday was, it's every day, get out of bed, and it's something that you believe in and you want, then go at it every day. And to me, that's consistency. It's putting enough consistent days together. You mess around and you have a good life. I guess the moments for me, which is probably the most special moments, is the Olympic moments. I remember getting into one of the cities and very late, and we couldn't really sleep. You on all kinds of time zones. So, my crew, I'm with Brian, I'm with Mello, with CP, the crew, we all together. And so we decided, we're like, tomorrow, man, first person up, wake me up, we're gonna go to breakfast, we're gonna go eat, whatever. Like, the food should open up at this hour, and we were hungry. We like, let's go to sleep, and then let's get up so we can eat. As we get down there, Kobe's sitting at the table. Already, he's sitting at the table. So we walk over, what's up, Kobe? In Kobe Bryant fashion. He look at us, and he's like, what's good? He's like, I just got my second workout in.
He already finished. He just finished his workout.
I think he did a basketball workout on the court, and I think he did a weight room workout.
Before you guys got to breakfast, early morning.
We were only asleep for about 3 hours.
Oh my goodness.
So I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, okay. I had always heard about the work ethics of Kobe Bryant, but I never seen him. I'm like, man, I work hard too.
Yeah.
He set himself apart in so many different ways. The mental, edge that he had on people, he understood that I'm playing on a team with all these great young players who are trying to come and take the spot. And I'm not only gonna do what they do, just as good or better, I'm gonna do more than them, a lot more than them, just to separate myself. It was a different level. And that level made us go to a different level. In that moment of the Olympics, when I know we're tired, these flights are long. Yeah. We're playing, we're traveling, we're practicing and that. He's older than us. And to see that, that's another level.
Did you ever doubt yourself? Did you ever have insecurities? And if so, how did you learn to manage or overcome self-doubt so it didn't cripple you?
Oh my, self-doubt creeps in all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know because I don't get to talk to every great human being in the world, but I'm sure all of them have and do have self-doubt at times.
How often was it for you? Was it
self-doubt? Can be in moments. You can come into a game with all the confidence, and then you miss 7 shots in a row. Now you got self-doubt. You know, sometimes you look around the ring, you see a kid in your jersey. You know, you're like, all right, it's bigger than me. You be down on yourself and have self-doubt very easily. Not thinking you're great enough, lacking confidence in your shot. You know, whatever it was, I definitely had a lot of self-doubt. But I was always able to pull from things or pull from people and allow them to bring me back. You never do it by yourself.
Who was the most influential adult figure in your life growing up?
Michael Jordan.
Really?
I watch how he did interviews. Yeah. You watch how you walk. You watch it all because I didn't see anybody that was in my life that I was like, oh, I want to be like that person. So I had to go find someone. Once again, I had to think out. I had to go into this vision. I had to think outside of the box in a sense, and outside the box is outside of my community and my family. And I found Michael Jordan. I grew up in Chicago. So I was able to tune in and watch the game. We got the interviews. Like I was after the game, and my brothers are sitting watching TV waiting for Jordan to interview. He just became that much of a figure in our lives. Yeah, it's crazy.
What was it like when you first met him?
Surreal.
And what was the best piece of advice that he told you?
It was something so simple. He just told me to go get it. And it's crazy, right? That's like, go get it. Yeah. But for me, that's all was in my mind while I was playing the game. Go get it. Wow. And I went and got it. He said, hey man, I don't want to see these shoes on the floor. I want to see these shoes in the air. In my mind, all these things, I was like, yeah, you got to see these shoes in the air. And so I'm coming down the court, and I see Andy, and he backing up, and I'm like, I'm going for it. And if you see the highlight, I dunk it, right? Boom. And I'm about to go to the bench with my team and like go that way and talk to me. But I was like, nope, Jordan's over here. No Stepped over Andy and went that way. And I'm like, that's how you do it. But I'm really over there like, I wanted Jordan to see me, right? Wanted to be proud of me. Just the power of an influence, it goes a long way. And that's why I tell those stories, because Michael didn't know that all these moments, he didn't know the influence that he was having on a little kid, growing up in the city of Robins, Illinois, in Chicago. I wanted different. I didn't want what I seen. I just knew what I would see. I was like, I don't want this. To be great, you gotta be consistent. But just stay consistent, stay true to you, stay consistent to the work. Yeah, go do something special. Don't just be here. That's the thing I strive for. What it takes to actually win is built on discipline, is built on respect, is built on toughness, not giving up, not quitting. I could have given up, but we in the Hall of Fame, dog.
Takes faith to step into your destiny.
This is my time.
You will need to normalize in your mind walking alone. You gotta get up on your own. You gotta be able to make big decisions on your own. You gotta lose weight on your own. There are a myriad of targets you have to hit by yourself. Oftentimes, it's the people that go away into a very healthy isolation to equip themselves, to condition themselves, to educate themselves, to come out empowered. And so you gotta get into this workspace where you can do it by yourself. It doesn't matter if it's the office, it doesn't matter if it's the gym, it doesn't matter if it's the court, it doesn't matter if it's the field, it doesn't matter what arena you are stepping into. You gotta get to that place where you don't need attention, you don't need recognition, you don't need the accolades, you just wanna put in the work, and the next time you surface, the next time you show up, it's game over.
If you throw me to the wolves, I'll return, leading the pack. You see, a wolf is willing to leave its pack behind and find another. The time is now. We must adopt the wolf mentality. Be relentless,
I know what it feels like to be fractured and falling into pieces. But you gotta silence the voices in your head that are telling you you need a shortcut, you need a cheat code. Eliminate the negative, self-sabotaging voices. Find a mirror and tell yourself, I got this today. I got this today. I'm gonna make it. I'm going to create it. I'm going to build it. All I have is all I need. Resources may come and go. People may come and go. But I've got a vision, and I've got the provision, and I've got the determination and the discipline to hit my aims and to punch through my targets. Can you do this thing without attention? Can you do this thing without public affirmation? Can you do this thing without people telling you that you are everything to them? Without people applauding you and saying you're great, you're awesome, oh, you're amazing. Can you do this thing alone? Can you be your own cheerleader for a moment? Can you be your own hype man for a moment? Can you tell you I'm good enough? I got this, that all I have is all I need. I believe in friendships and partnerships and collaboration and counsel and advice. But there are some things in life you are going to have to do alone. There are some arenas you're going to have to show up in, and nobody is coming. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's coming to help you. Nobody's coming to show you a shortcut. You got to figure this out on your own. For most of us, nobody's going to feed us. You got to feed yourself. You want to lose the weight? You want to reach your target, your aim? You got to put the work in. You got to feed yourself the food that is required to power the body that you want. It's not about trying to be a lone ranger more than it is about taking responsibility and prioritizing yourself first. There are some things in life nobody's gonna show up. It's all on you. I need you to find a mirror right now and tell yourself, it's all on me. It's all on me. This one is all on me. When I go get this degree, ultimately, I gotta go get this degree. When I go get this certification, ultimately, I got to get this certification. I've got to finish strong. I've got to condition myself. I've got to go get the education. I've got to get out of bed. I've got to go to the gym. I gotta eat clean. Nobody's gonna feed me. I gotta feed myself. If you're listening to me right now in the gym, on your walk, on your run, you're lifting, you're building, you're creating, you're imagining something, I just need you to push, and I need you to believe that you don't need the spotter, that you don't need the training wheels, that it is your time, that it is your turn, and you no longer need help, you no longer need assistance in this area of your life. Push like you have never pushed before. Give it everything you have, because that spotter is not going to be there for you for the rest of your life. If you want to grow 1 millimeter more, if you want to push, just push a little harder. Everybody wants to grow a little bit taller, so we got to push a little bit harder. Life is lived on levels, and I can't bring my spotter with me. The spotter cannot walk with you all of your life. At some point, you got to say, I got this. I got this. Push! Look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, I got this. Got this. If I have to do it alone, I will. Because to fulfill this vision, to fulfill my destiny, ultimately, I am depending on the God that put the dream in my heart and myself. With tears in your eyes, with broken hands and a heavy heart, if nobody is there, and you are in a room by yourself, start alone. But get started. Help is coming. But everything rises and falls on you. Oftentimes, the people that you wanted in your life will reject you, and that rejection is protection. It is a blessing, because it's the same people that rejected you that will need you and that will rely on you. Come on, how many people have you tried to help and you were bleeding, battered, and broken? How many times have you called for help and the help was toxic? Come on, how many times have you asked for advice and the advice brought more adversity? Take responsibility for yourself. Take control of your life. I need you to understand your worth and stop playing the blame game, because 9 times out of 10, the people that hurt you, you brought them into your life. And so you got to reflect over the past. You have to acknowledge the present, and you have to cast vision for your future and take accountability and kill the self-condemnation. Stop tearing yourself down on the inside. Stop saying one thing, thinking another, and acting in a whole nother way. How you think is how you talk, and how you talk must be how you behave, because your thoughts will determine your behavior, and your behavior determines your future. And so everything's got to line up. And so you need an alignment, an internal alignment. I can't align you. You got to make a decision to align yourself. You can hear a speech and make a decision, but every day you have to make that decision. That decision has to evolve into discipline. And discipline turns into mastery. And mastery builds momentum. You're not going to always get it right, but you got to keep going.
When you start alone, you possess a power that few can handle. Welcome to shop.motivational.com, where greatness meets style. We understand the fire burning within you, the relentless desire to conquer, to overcome, to become the best version of yourself. And we've captured that spirit in every fabric we create. Stand tall, my friend. Unleash your potential and ignite the fire within.
If you're a freshman and you know a senior in this room, you give him everything in your body today. You break your neck to break their neck. That's how you win big games. You hit them in the mouth. You hit them in the mouth, kings. Every single one of y'all in here are kings. You kings. So when you step on that field again, you don't say, let's go, my nigga. You say, let's go, king. This is our house. I was born a king. I was born to be a winner. I was born to be a champion. The difference between a champion and a loser is a mindset. Once you put your mindset where a killer mindset is, ain't nobody gonna stop you. Because I'm gonna tell you now, this game is not for nice people. And y'all know that this game is not for nice people. This game is for young men running around neighborhoods knowing if they don't make a play, if they don't get a scholarship, they gonna die in that neighborhood. They gonna end up another statistic. See, some people play the game for the Gatorade and the cheerleaders. And some people play the game because they know they gotta save their family life. They gotta make a way. Their family tree is rotten, so they gotta replant one. And what football gives you the ability to do, it gives you the ability to leave the slums, go to one of the nicest colleges in the world, build your own name, build your own legacy, get drafted, and tell your mama and your daddy and your sister, we leaving the hood today. And you know why we leaving? Because I was unselfish. Because I left everything on the field. I want you guys to believe. Don't just listen to me. Feel me in your soul. Believe you can win. Believe you can win. Because we only get one shot at this, King. We didn't come this far to come this far. Let me repeat that. We didn't come this far to come this far. We came here to be champions. We came here to be one of the #1 schools in the country. We came here to show even people in our own city that's doubting us that you will be my fan. You will follow me and you will bite your words. Because that head coach, you got all these coaches, all these men around you. That's the blessing. That's who you play for. Because at the end of the day, you guys are going to, I'm telling you, it's going to go fast. It's going to go fast.
One day you're gonna be riding down the street, you're gonna see your coach, you're gonna say, Coach, all the lessons you gave me, I should have listened. It's gonna be somebody that say that. I should have listened. But tonight, if you listen to every single word them coaches say, if you be unselfish, if you don't think about yourself, if you don't think about that, all them thousands of fans standing on the outside, put your mind frame on the field. Keep your mind frame on the field. And when you step off that bus, you tighten up your tie and you say, this is my business trip. Are you gonna close the deal or are you gonna fold? When I stepped on the field, I had a mind frame. My mother was a heroin addict. So when I stepped on the field, I thought about, I want to save my mama's life. This man in front of me is going to stop me from saving my mama. It's going to stop me from saving my brothers and my sisters. It's going to stop me from taking my brothers and sisters away from crackheads and drug addicts every day. And when I looked at my opponent across from me, I told him, you not hungry enough. You don't want this enough. My life on the line. You hear me, King? Your life on the line today. Everything on the line. If you go out there and you let them hit you in your mouth and beat you, you quit. Them teenage boys just like you teenage boys. They bleed just like you. They go to class just like you. So you gonna let a man stand in front of you and say, I'm more man than you? Or you gonna hit him in the mouth and say, hey boys, we came to fight. I ain't gotta talk to you. I ain't gotta bicker to you. I'm gonna hit you in your mouth for 60 minutes. Kings, whatever you do today, you leave every drop of your blood on that field today. And I'm proud of you. Win, loss, or draw. But I want y'all to remember one thing, King. Remember one thing. The best gifts come from the bottom. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Like when you open up that cereal box as a kid, that gift was at the bottom. You had to eat through all that to get that gift at the bottom. And that's your season. That's your season. You had to eat through all that. Coaches cussing you out, trying to get your grades together, arguing in study hall, arguing with teammates, fighting with teammates. Now, today is the day that you put all that in the package. You put all that in the grenade and you blow Hoover Stadium up tonight. And you let them know that Sparkman football is here for years to come. But the legacy, it starts today. Wide receivers, run every route like your life depends on it. Linebackers, break your neck to break their neck. I don't care about injuries. Offensive line, get nasty. Get nasty. If you hit him in the first play of the game, hit him in his mouth. I don't care if it's a draw play. You block him till the whistle is over with. Make him say this dude is extra. Make him say this dude is crazy. If you believe, King, anything is possible. Anything is possible. I'm King Hollis, man. I love y'all. Go out there and become champion. Y'all be blessed.
Welcome to shop.motiversity.com, where greatness meets style. We understand the fire burning within you, the relentless desire to conquer, to overcome, to become the best version of yourself. And we've captured that spirit in every fabric we create. Stand tall, my friend. Unleash your potential and ignite the fire within.
So money doesn't bring you happiness.
It's never made me happy. I don't measure happy.
What do you measure?
I measure accomplishments, I measure targets, I measure, who I'm helping, things that I can actually physically measure. The reality is most of us don't dream big. You got the mindset, are you looking? Are you paying attention? You can do it, bro. You got to give something up. It's not you have to add something, you always have to give something up.
Really?
I have. I've never been able to go from here to there and not give up something. They got me here. If you're going to go from 0 to a millionaire, when you get to a millionaire, if you want to go to the next level, you want to go to 10 million, you will have to give up the millionaire life. That's why I said I got to hold myself accountable to the goal. I'm going to have to keep reselling myself on this goal. If people want to create wealth for themselves, it's not just money, it's people. Not how much money I have. I mean, we all know about the wealthy person that has no friends. He's on a yacht by himself. And that's not wealth, right? It's just a bunch of money and material collections. To me, there's no way to create real wealth by just going inside. You got to go out. I got to add people. How do you get people to know who you are? I say almost yes to almost everything.
Why do you say yes to everything?
Because it connects me to another person. I need people to get to know who I am.
I'm going to become somebody.
I want to contribute more. I don't think about I want to be more happy. I'm not thinking about joy. I'm not thinking about contentment. I'm thinking about action. I want the action. I want the grind. I want the possibility. I want legacy. I'm trying to figure out how to extend 100 years. How could Grant Cardone still be relevant in 21, 23? Do I want more happiness? Dude, I want more time is what I want. And I want more health.
Would time and health bring you more happiness?
As long as I have people around me that I want to be around. I don't like being around people that don't do stuff. I don't like people that talk about doing something and don't. I don't like being around people that can't pay bills and can't throw in and can't contribute, because I know they can. Most of the people watching right now, everything you have budgeted for in your life, you can pay for. It's the things you didn't budget for, the big dream. But everything else, you got covered. Everything people pay attention to. House note, car note, electric bill, water bill, basics. Everything gets covered. What if you just added a whole bunch of other stuff to the list? What if we were all brought up to say, hey, we're going to cover all this stuff? People will be even more productive.
What would you say are the top 3 ways, the best ways to multiply money then?
Get rid of it. You got to get rid of it. First, you got to make it. I mean, I got to collect it. I got to collect some. Then I got to figure out, okay, this pays for this basic living. Everything above that, don't spend any more money. Like the rest of it, if this is $4,000 and I make 7, the entire 3 has got to go into investments.
Every month.
Every single month. At some point, you got to quit being a saver. You got to start being an investor. This is what we should have been taught in school, man. This is what we should have been taught as kids. Like, how do I do money? You do it with time. Okay, you don't do it with a job. You're not going to get $823,000 a year at a job. There's no job that's going to hire you and pay you $823 without you having to go back to college and spend time and invest money. It just doesn't work like that.
What do you think people in the middle class are doing that they should shift in their mindset in order to start getting out of that?
Well, you don't borrow money to go to college. Why would you trade 5 or 6 or 7 years of the income? Time is money. So I wouldn't go to college. I would never buy a home. I would never put debt on a home. If I bought a home, I wouldn't put debt on it. And these are nevers for me on the come up.
On the come up, yeah.
On the come up.
Once you have the cash.
Dude, once you're wealthy and you want to go buy homes and buy yachts and stuff, well, do whatever you want to do. But on the come up, you would never spend your income. You would never spend primary income on improving the quality of your life. You would only invest. And that's what I'm trying to teach my kids. Like Sabrina's, I let her pay all the bills. I've been doing this since she was probably 6. You pay the bill. We don't give them an allowance. I don't think any kid should be given an allowance.
Interesting. Why not?
If they want money, they become an employee of the company. They work for the company. We give them a series of things to do. We pay them once a year. Okay, we give them a big check at the beginning of the year. That money goes into Cardone Capital.
Wow.
And they live off the distributions.
Come on.
Sometimes they'll get a bonus for doing extra stuff.
But they don't get the money.
They never get the money.
It's invested, and they get
that
the
money is
distribution.
invested. They get the distributions. They will create wealth over the next 10 years, but it'll be their own wealth. It's not something I gave them.
If you could only teach your kids 3 lessons about money,
yeah,
what would those lessons be?
People. Number one, meet people. No one's a stranger. The money's a people game. 2, once you get it, don't lose it. And number 3, invest in things where you can never lose your capital. Now, the person watching this, she's a waitress and she's got 2 kids at home. She's like, I'm never gonna make $800. It's because you already gave up on the idea. Like you never said that's the target, and you keep thinking you got to wait tables, and you quit already.
How many people are in debt in America?
40% of people that make $1 million a year still are living paycheck to paycheck.
40%?
40%. But that's not because of inflation. That's because they spent money they shouldn't have spent. They thought they were entitled to because they're millionaires.
They live above their means.
They live above their investments, not their means.
How can we shift the relationship to money that we have so we can have a better experience emotionally and spiritually about money?
Anything you're hiding, you're going to have problems with. The secret keeps you sick. First thing I look at every day is my money. I have a great relationship with my money.
I'm not just going to think about it. I'm going to be somebody today. I'm going to grow into who I should be.
What I've done already is impossible.
From where you came from and all these things.
From where I came from, I should be dead. I should have been dead at 25 years old. Or in jail. Messed up forever. You know, instead I became this guy. And I mean, I'm grateful. And I don't know that I had any breaks. I know when people say, oh, you had luck, I'm like,
you grinded, right?
I've been grinding. And I'm proud of the grind. But I wanted to turn into something more than money. I'm going to feel good about a lot of places I go to and a lot of people I meet. Because I made more contributions than I didn't. I gave more than I took.
It's going to be a dogfight. I would love to tell you that on the road to success, everything is going to work out. It's not. It's going to be a dogfight. On the road to success, I lost 5 aunts to cancer. It's a dogfight. In the midst of my business, I lost aunts. I had to go to funerals. We had to get on a plane. We had to drive. We had aunts that are close to my age who died, who didn't have insurance. We had to raise money. A dogfight. I had cousins shot in stores, execution style, shot back of the head twice. It's a dogfight. Like, you don't see that on YouTube. You don't see that on my TGI. It's a dogfight. My wife, 3 years ago, 7 legions found in her brain. It's a dogfight. It hasn't been easy. It's a dogfight. It hadn't been, the road hadn't been success. Like, it's just a paved road, and like each he go this way. It's been rough. It's been crooked. It's been hard. But I've made up in my mind that I will get a reward for the pain that I go through. I will not stop in the middle of the process. I will not be defeated. I will not be destroyed. I will take everything that happens in my life and I will allow the pain to push me to greatness. You will not break me. You will not stop me. You will not defeat me. The only way I lose is if I quit. It's going to be a dogfight. And so if you're ready to quit, then don't get started. If you're ready to quit, don't get started. If you're looking for this easy path, don't get started. If you think they're not going to close the door on you and say no 1,000,000 times, don't get started. But every time they close the door, I just get excited. Why? Because I am not a no. I'm one yes away. I'm young, I'm one yes away. You can't keep telling me no forever. You can't keep denying me forever. This type of energy, this type of passion, you can't stop it. You can contain it for a while, but you cannot stop. This is life. And you can't defeat me. There is not, you don't have enough power. You don't have enough energy. You don't have enough strength to stop this. Contain it for a year, you might. 2 years, you might. You do not have hate, does not have enough energy to destroy love. You cannot destroy this. It did happen to me at 19. It did happen to me at 20. It did happen to me at 30. It happened to me at 40. After I had been through all the pressure I thought I could go through. Life said, you finished with all the pressure? I said, yeah. They said, let me bring on the heat. And then when I went through the pressure and the heat, y'all, I thought it was over. The Creator said, now you ready to get cut? You said you wanted to be great, son. You said you wanted to travel the world. You said you wanted to help people, inspire people. And you gotta be a diamond. In our armed forces, let's just pick one, the Navy, for instance. The first thing they teach you, somebody over here, help me out. You were in the Navy. Right, they're teaching you war, right? What's the first thing they teach you? The first thing they teach you, the very first thing they teach you is how to respond when you have a jam gun. And number 2, how to carry a dead body. That's the first thing they teach you. They don't teach you how to defend yourself. They don't teach you how to swim. The first thing they teach you is when your gun is jammed. The first thing they teach you is a dead body, how to carry a dead body. And somebody tell me, why would they start you there? That's the worst case scenario. That's what you're not prepared for. That's what you're not thinking. You're not thinking when you go out there to defend yourself that your gun is gonna jam. You're not thinking when you go out there that your boy gonna get killed and you gotta drag. You're not thinking that. So listen to me. It's not hardships that hurt us. It's not my cousin getting shot twice. It's not my cousin spending 50 years in jail. It's not my aunt dying of cancer. It's not my wife being diagnosed with 7 lesions on her brain that will break you. What will break most people is you didn't prepare for that. So when you put all your little goals and all your little dreams together, it's not the thing that broke you. It was you never even thought about the fact that you could be broken. They say it's gonna be a dog fight. And if you soft, this ain't the, you want to get out now. This is where you're like, I quit. But if you're willing to say, I'm not going to quit, I guarantee you whatever success you want to have, you're going to have it. You will not outgrind me. You won't outgrind me. You can be smarter than me. You won't outgrind me. I'll get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and do videos. I'll do a video at 3 o'clock. I'll do a video at 2 o'clock. I'm putting out so much doggone content, they can't keep up. They smarter than me. They better than me. I admit, I got a GED. I ain't the smartest person in the world, but I get up and do this for Dee Dee. I do this every day for Dee Dee. Because of what Dee Dee did for me. I do this for my kids. My daddy wasn't there. I do this for my family. You can't stop me. The reason why some of you can be stopped is you're doing it for yourself. And guess what happens when you get tired? When you grinding, grinding hurts. Grinding is a sacrifice. Grinding costs. When you're grinding and your body tell you hurt, when you're doing it for you, you stop. You never prepared. You never prepared for worst case scenario. And the reason why ET is standing here, because I'm prepared for it. If you know anything about me, I still lay on floors. I still eat chips off the floor. I still do some stuff that to most people is crazy, like ET, why would you do that? Because I'm always prepared that we may not live in that house one day. One day something might happen and we might have to go back to that. And if I have to go back to that, it's not gonna break me. The thing we covered the most, that for a diamond to be produced, it must first go through extreme heat. Extreme heat. Extreme pressure. Are you hearing what I'm telling you? For a diamond to be produced, it has to go through extreme pressure. extreme heat. And if that wasn't enough, what makes a diamond is the cut. So you are put through, if you want to be a diamond, you must go through extreme pressure. If you can't take pressure, then you're not a diamond. After you go through all the pressure you thought you could not handle and you think it's over, then they turn on the heat. Of all the stuff I've gone through in my life, eating out of trash cans, sleeping in abandoned buildings. The worst thing that ever happened is when I went to the hospital and they told me my wife had a chronic illness and she might not be able to walk one day. People say, E.T., ask CJ, it never broke me. Why? Because I've been broken so much. I've been defeated so much. I've been disappointed so much in my life. But I know what it feels like and I can handle it.